Hey YouTube. If you, hey Blaines, this is my dog. Come here, good dog. Hi. She's really camera shy. Hey, come on, up. Say hi to YouTube. This is my puppy. Hi baby, hi baby. She's an English Mastiff, and she is, how old are you? 5? You're 5, huh? 5 years old and 4 months. All right, down. I gotta finish. All right, if you live into the Switch as much as I do, and as soon as you heard BassTop was like a thing and they were releasing case modifications, you probably found them on the stock market and bought every share that was available. Or at least went out and bought yourself a case. Let's be honest, Atomic Purple is the most beautiful one. I mean, who didn't have the Atomic Purple Game Boy, right? All of them. Advanced, mini, color. Everything. It was perfect.
One eternity later.
There was even an Atomic Purple Nintendo 64. If you were that cool. I wasn't that cool. But maybe you heard, if you read the honest reviews, that there were issues with the right JoyCon specifically. At the top, for some reason it just didn't align, and if they could force it, they end up losing functionality in the plus button. Some people were like, I'm okay with that, I never use it. Or the right trigger was too tight, or anyway, all these bad things. Well, if that's why you were hung up, or if that's the position you're in because you have a system with a modified case that has that issue, I have a treat for you. It is how to fix it. Alright, so this is probably the best thing you're gonna see all day. I'm gonna show you this guy right here. This is my Switch, and as you can see, it is gorgeous. Front and back. No gaps. No trebles. And here's the infamous right Joy-Con. Look at that. If we can get it to focus. There we go. No gaps. Perfectly tight. Didn't have to force it. Show you. That still works. These are just as clicky as they used to be. Triggers are all good. All the buttons are all good. It's great. And it looks gorgeous. But if you knew to look for it, the fix to get it to fit properly, to get it to snap back into place and be perfectly aligned, is so simple, you're going to kick yourself. Here it is. No, I'm not going to take mine apart. What I am going to do is show you a brand new BassTop case and, that was terrible, the original Switch case. So, pull these open. We're going to have the original Switch right Joy-Con. Pull this one open. The brand new white BassTop Joy-Con. Okay. Now here's the deal. If we pop this open, it's still really clicky. What we're going to notice right off the bat is that, well, besides being factory and wonderful and beautiful, if we look directly between the plus and the Y button, you're going to see this one little tab right here. Now if we look at that, that is thin and it is straight up and down. You see that shadow is really well defined. Okay, keep that in your head. I'll do a side by side here in a second. Now we have this one. Well, that same little area right between the plus and the Y button is not nearly as well defined. These other ones are, but for some reason this one, if we look down at it and try and get it as clear as we can, it looks more like a pyramid. The bottom just kind of fades into the mold down here. So, big difference. So all we have to do is take a file, any one of them, or for me, because my case is clear and I didn't want to screw it up with any sort of shavings or anything, just take an X-Acto blade, set it down, put it right on that edge, and then carve forward. Now it's going to take a little bit of pressure, and you're probably going to have to do a couple pulls. But as soon as you do that, you come from the edge, from the outside edge, and then look at that. That little flap right there. See if we can see it. Dang it, I cannot get focus. There we go. That little flap right there is starting to come off. Right there. So as soon as we get that little edge piece off, it slides in perfectly. And to prove it, because this was the first time I did it on my own, there's that same little tab right there. And you can see where I kind of muffed it up a little bit because I'm not perfect. But as soon as you do that, this track slips in between those two perfectly. And everything aligns great, and it's done, and it's beautiful, and it's wonderful. And you can enjoy your wonderfully modified, absolutely beautiful Nintendo Switch the way it was meant to be enjoyed. Hey everyone, my name's Cody, and this is actually my first YouTube video ever. So if you enjoyed this video, you found it helpful, or maybe it even inspired you to attempt to modify your own Nintendo Switch, feel free to throw me a like. I'm planning on doing several more videos in the future, and your encouragement and support is really helpful and really motivating. So thanks for watching.